Thank you, Monica. A star singer-songwriter loses her son to addiction, and a young Broadway star does her part to lift spirits during these tough times. The Lion King's LAYLA CAPERS has been performing on the porch of her Bronx home.
Then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on.
And tonight she joins celebrity insider Deanna Williams for a very special interview. But first, Deanna joins us with news of the death of the son of Melissa Etheridge. Deanna, with all that's happening and the crisis with the shutdown, people maybe have forgotten that there's also an addiction crisis in this country.
I agree. And in Melissa Etheridge's social media post, Bill, she acknowledged that she now joins hundreds of thousands of families who have suffered because of the opioid crisis. Her 21-year young son, Beckett, died of an overdose. And Bill, you may recall that the sperm donor in her situation was rocker David Crosby, her dear friend. So we send our condolences to Melissa Etheridge, Oscar winner and two-time Grammy winner, on the loss, and her family, on the loss of their son.
Deanna, now let's turn to something that's going to lift all of our spirits. I know you have a very special guest that you'd like to introduce to our Chasing News audience.
Bill, I am thrilled to introduce our audience to an 11-year young Broadway superstar who in November started in the role of Nala in The Lion King. We welcome LAYLA CAPERS from the Bronx. How are you, LAYLA?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am fine, elated to meet you. So LAYLA, November is when you started in this superstar role of Nala in The Lion King. And now you are, of course, like many other Broadway performers, at home, staying in shelter, but you stepped out of your home onto your porch to entertain your neighbors and the community at large. Tell us why you decided to do this.
Well, when I came home from Broadway, I started to adapt to my new norm, and that's when I realized and appreciated all of the really hard work that all of the doctors, nurses, all of the healthcare workers, and all of the essential workers were really doing. So I'm really doing this to thank them. I'm also doing this to uplift all of my neighbors and the people in my community.
What's been the reaction from your neighbors?
I definitely have gotten a great reaction from them. Sometimes I even see people crying because what I sing is what they need to hear.
Well, first off, let me just tell you, you have a fabulous voice. It is angelic. Yes, it is absolutely beautiful. And how long are you going to continue to do this?
I'm going to do this until however long I need to.
All right, and then back to Broadway. So LAYLA, can you share with our Chasing News audience a bit of your gift?
Of course. The world's out of order. It's not a sound when you're not around. All day on your feet, hard. Keep that energy, I know. When it feels like the end of